All right, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk today another traditional bow hunting misconception, especially for us as traditional bow hunters, where you would think it would be so important. And I can cover this topic with extreme detail, being a traditional bow hunter, because it matters so important to us, because we got to be close. We got to be right there. So no, I'm not taking anything away from your crossbow and your compound guys or any of your rifle guys, but they can shoot them much farther away. I mean, every one of those weapons can have an animal put down on the ground before I even take my bow off the hook, because I'm not sure that it's even coming, it's going to pan out for me. So it's very important to understand that. For me, when we talk about this topic, I am spending my time in their bedroom. I am in that 7-yard, that 8-yard, that 5-yard, that 10-yard. I am right in there with them. Okay, of the hundreds of animals I've shot, hundreds of deer that I've shot, you're probably talking an average of about 8 or 9 yards, so maybe 10. So, I mean, I am right there in there. So this topic is near and dear to me. It was before I moved to Georgia, so anybody that's going to say that it's because I'm in the South, you bumped your head, because I'm not. It was this way when I was in Michigan, so we'll dive into it. But it works, and it's we're going to understand it, and it's legit. Matter of fact, right there, you can hear that probably humming right now. There's a hog in that cooler. We just shot about an hour and a half ago. It's boned out, it's done, it's in there. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Beautiful, it's still only 83 degrees. Cannot complain. The topic is scent control. Oh, scent control. So you guys that follow me know this and how I feel about it, but in my opinion, the biggest hoax, but yet one of the best advantages you could do, is scent control. What do you mean? Why go both ways? Well, let's talk about it. But first of all, put the premise out there that I do not believe in scent control one bit. And I'm a traditional bow hunter, somebody that needs these deer in my lap. I cannot shoot them at 30 yards. I don't shoot them at 22 yards. I need them in my lap. I don't even want to shoot them at 20 yards. I want them like 12 yards and in is where I want them. So I need to control scent. You would think I would need to control scent. I don't, not even a little bit. Now, down here in Georgia, scent control is near impossible. During our deer season, it's 80, 90, 100 degrees with a 80% humidity. It is brutal. It is hot. It is nasty. You are sweated down. It is exhausting, especially as a mobile hunter that's hanging a stand, carrying stuff in and out. You're not going to not be sweated down. Even when you think you do, like in Michigan, you're like, oh, I got to take off these layers so I don't get hot going in. And then you cool down at the tree, and then you get up there and you get set up in the tree and you're all ready to go. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll sit here and cool down. Try that down here. You hang the stand, do all this stuff, and you sit there to cool down, and all you do is just get hotter and hotter and hotter, and the sweat never stops. Okay, so down here, there's no such thing as sweat control. I even thought to myself when I first started hunting down here, well, I'll bring an extra t-shirt and a thing of deodorant in a Ziploc bag, and I can swap them out when I get there. That's like the most laughable thing I've ever seen. Okay, it just is pointless, because you could do that, and then 5 minutes later, your shirt looks like the one you just took off does, and you're sweating everywhere. So down here, sweat control is 100% irrelevant. It doesn't make any difference or matter any way, shape, or form. However, when I lived in Michigan, and remember, I hunt the Midwest all the time, I still spend most of my deer season is up where most of you guys are hunting. I do not care about scent control one bit. It doesn't make any difference. Now, that said, well, I kind of got to walk that back. I can't say it doesn't make any difference. It will never hurt you to practice scent control. It will never hurt you. Just like camouflage. Camouflage is irrelevant, and I don't believe in it, but it will never hurt you to wear it. I mean, there's probably that ever so little bitty slightness that it could help you. Is it worth it? I guess would be the best way to put it. To me, no, not even a little bit. I don't have hunting clothes anymore. I hunt in the same exact stuff that I pull out of my dresser drawer. I don't use special soaps anymore. I make sure all my stuff is washed in a scent-free detergent that has no dyes. Everything that I have is hunting clothes. That's just the way I work. But when it comes to the scent control stuff, same kind of thing. I use the green soap, shampoo and soap that you get like Hunter Specialty, the big one that you buy on Amazon. You can get 2 of them on sale at the end of the season. I buy 2 of them, so I can get 2 for like $12 or whatever it is, and they last me for a couple years. But I use that religiously all season long. That's the soaps that I use. I use it for my body, I use it for my hair, that's it. And I use scent-free deodorant. So hunting deodorant. I actually tried that Armor All stuff. It didn't last very long, so especially down here. So I use like Hunter Specialty or Dead Downwind, any one of these that I find on sale as a hunting deodorant. I also always carry with me in my truck. I will grab for you. Let me show you. This right here. This is hunting laundry detergent, little bit in water. Okay, so it's basically my own version of a scent killer is what this basically is. Now, I don't so much use it on my body. I use it more for certain little things like my pack. After about 5 or 6 or 7 times out hunting, my pack it actually will start to smell like sweat when I'm out here hog hunting. I will take this when I'm done hunting, lay my pack down, squirt it real good, and leave it on my seat to dry, and then it's going to help with that kind of stuff. I use it on, like I said, some people think stuff is crazy. Look at these 2 socks. Okay, these socks, yes, I don't wear wool socks or any fancy socks. These are my secondary socks for my rubber boots. In my rubber boots, I like to have two pairs of socks on. These pair of socks have been worn out here, I don't know, 7 times over my other socks, but 7, 8 times. I just take these and hit them like this a little bit. Guess what? We got clean socks. They're back to clean. Perfect. Put them in there. That's it. That's good. That's all I do with this kind of stuff. So, it's good for that. It's also good so that when I put on my bug spray, I spray bug spray in my hands, put it on, and I rub it on my head, rub it on my arms. Then I take this and I put a little shot in my hands and I wipe it like this and I do that. And then what happens then is now when I grab my bow, I don't have any bug spray or DEET on my actual bow hand or my tab hand. Takes care of it. So this stuff is always in my truck handy to be used. But again, scent control, I don't believe in it one bit. I don't pay attention to it. I don't practice it. I don't do anything with it. When I'm on my Midwest hunt for 30 days and I'm living in my in a tent, even though I got a shower right there at the campgrounds that I'm at or my solar shower setup, anything like that, it's usually a shower every other day. So that, and I'm not and sometimes if the weather's real bad and I don't want to deal with it or whatever the case is, I might literally go 3 days without a shower, and on day 2, I might use those dude wipes or something like that, my Hunter Specialty wipes, just as a kind of a little towel bath right there. But I just don't care. It doesn't matter. You hunt the wind, you hunt downwind, and that's my attitude. Now, like I said, it will not hurt you in any way to practice this stuff. And many people love schedules and systems and methods. And if you're one of those guys that's got this scent locker, scent-free ozone locker, and you put your clothes in and then you put them in a tub and they go in a tub in the back of your truck and you take them with you and then you pull that tub out and you stand on your floor mat and you get dressed out there and then you come back, it's ritual. I get it. I understand. Not taking nothing away from you, and it will never hurt you. Will never hurt you by being scent-free. It is always going to be a blessing. My advice to you, do not, under any circumstances, let your scent control routine control your hunting. What I mean by that is don't for a second give up an opportunity to go in the woods because you're only going to hunt for 45 minutes to an hour on stand because you don't want to go through the clothing routine. Leave your clothes in a scent locker thing or in your tub and just have on what you got on, and then just throw on a little camo vest or something in your boots and go climb up that tree and hunt in the clothes that you're wearing that day, and don't have another second thought about it. Okay, do not let your scent control regimen control when you get to be in the woods and how you hunt. That is the biggest problem that people have. I don't want to reactivate my scent lock suit. We used to hear this all the time back in the day when you had that scent lock suit that you put in a dryer and you reactivated it, and then you put your other clothes over it. But I had so many friends, hey, you want to go hunting tonight? I'm leaving work early. I can't go tonight. I only have about an hour and a half to hunt. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I don't want to reactivate my scent lock suit and go through the trouble of all that. Makes no sense to me. And here I am out there killing deer. Same thing in the middle of the day, too. I mean, you guys, again, following me. I've been doing this stuff for 13 years on YouTube, even before the Patreon channel. How many times have you seen me in my hunting trips be out there? Literally, like the first 3 days of the season, everybody's been hunting in the morning, everything is packed, and then they go back to camping or eating breakfast and hanging out and hemming and hawing, and that's when I go in the woods. I woke up late, got out there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm staying until 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I got meetings. Everybody's been been out of the woods since 10, and they're going back in the woods at 4 to hunt till 8. I hunted the midday shift because that's the only one I had available, and I killed deer and put them on the ground. Well, they're in lunch at camp, and I'm not using scent control for it. Just go out there with whatever I got. So that's my advice to you for this one. Understand that the scent control stuff, it will never hurt you. If you want to use it and practice it. But I would not put so much faith in it. What about boots? Okay, I carry 2 sets of boots with me. Look here, we got rubber boots right here. Okay, we got rubber ones there. Ooh, and we have our nylon ones right here. What does this matter to me? Why do I carry these for scent control? No, I carry these because they're waterproof. So when I'm in the swamps, I can actually have it. When it's the wet season and everything is soaking wet here and I'm walking through water constantly, I use those. Otherwise, I use these. Do I carry, and I deer hunt in these boots because it's drier usually then, but these are my #1 deer hunting boots, not only here, but also in my Midwest trips. Why? Because I'm used to them. I like them. They're comfortable. And even though I'm not worried about snakes in the Midwest, they're briar proof. I can run through rose hip. I can run through things that are amazing. I love these boots. They're not, but canvas or nylon boot, leather boot versus rubber boot, irrelevant on every level. Proven so many times to be 100% irrelevant. Don't get caught down in that stuff. If you want rubber boots, wear them because you want them for the waterproofness. If you're wearing rubber boots because you think that a deer is going to walk across your rubber boot scent and you're going to get away with it, don't fool yourself. It's not that way. Well, I had deer that walked across there and they didn't bust me. I've had so many deer walk by me in these and walk across my tracks and not bust me. In Missouri, 6 years ago, in a pair of Keen Summit 2 winter boots like that, when we had just got a fresh snow, I had a beautiful 8-point that I showed you guys in one of those vlogs or on my, whatever it was years ago, that he actually tracked me. He hit my scent trail like 90 yards away, and I watched him on video as he walked my scent trail and came all the way over towards me, got 25 yards away, and then he broke off. But he followed my scent trail to see where I was going. Okay, why would he do that? Doesn't matter. All deer are different. So yeah, maybe you had a deer or two walk across your scent trail with a rubber boot and they didn't explode. Maybe you were out there in a leather boot and one did explode. It makes no difference. It makes no difference at all. I can't tell you how many times that I'll have animals walk by me in rubber boots and they know I'm there and they bust out of there. That was because I was wearing hip boots. Those were full, not even these. Those were hip boots in the swamps in northern Michigan, and they bust out of there. So don't think for a second that your boot choice matters. Choose your boots based on the type of places you're going to hunt and what's most comfortable for you. These, I hate them. I cannot stand rubber boots. I don't want to wear them ever again for the rest of my life. I'd rather not. But they cannot make a boot out of this kind of material or leather, and I don't care what you have and how good you think it is. None of them will stay waterproof like a rubber boot does. Tried them all. This is waterproof. That's why I wear it. Otherwise, this one is much lighter. It's got better protection. It's more comfortable. I would wear these things all day long, every single day. And when I'm hunting in the Midwest, I wear these. And when it gets cold, I switch to a Keen boot because I still have a good Keen winter boot. But again, don't overthink this. Don't think, you don't have to have a pair of these that are uninsulated for early season and then a pair that are 400 insulated for when it gets into November and then a pair that are 1200 insulated for when it gets in. That may be fine and dandy for you if you like them, but my God, you could go so much lighter than a big heavy rubber boot that's bulky, a pain to climb a tree stand, a pain to get around on the platform with. There's way better options in my opinion, and the scent control is not really a value. So that's my thoughts on it. Questions, comments, anything you got, put them down below. Thanks for watching.